started. So first we created T2 medium server in Ubuntu server. Then after I connected to command prompt, then updated this one.
Which all command you have given, Venkat?
AWS CLI. I gave the command this one, install the AWS CLI. Because of we are giving.
So we have to start with this.
Yeah.
We have to start with this.
Because of we are giving AWS configure, right? For AWS command, it will take by using this AWS wait, I will show. Without giving installation AWS CLI, it will not take. Okay, AWS install apt install AWS CLI. This is the command to install AWS CLI. Now AWS configure. We already have user access credentials, access key, and this is secret key, right? Now where we are in AWS AP South 1, this one. Okay, I will type here AP South East 1. I am giving that region AP South 1, AP Southeast 1. Now output I want in JSON format. JSON format I am giving output here. Next step I mentioned here clearly. First step is completed. Next step we are going to install URLs here, Kubernetes URLs here. I am going to install the OS release in kubectl. Just give ls kubectl is came here. Next, downloading the version 1.25 COPS version 1.25 we are downloading now, right? First we install the kubectl and we clone the kubectl, and then after we clone the COPS setup. If you'll see here, the two commands is worked here, right? Now I am giving 3 commands at a time. One is changing the permissions, then after we are moving to bin folder kubectl. Okay, it is done. Before we have files here, it is moved to this paths here. If you'll check, /user/local cd bin ls. See, kubectl and COPS moved to here, right? Next we are exporting. Where we moved this one, we are exporting the path here. We moved to user local bin, right? Same that path we are exporting to in bash rc. I am giving end of the page here. Here I am giving and save. source bash rc to execute this file. So this step also completed. Now creating bucket. Now creating bucket in southeast 1. AP southeast 1, the region is, and I am changing bucket to (7:30 AM) incut 14 I am giving here. So AWS S3 API creating bucket bucket name and region, and I gave the region here. Right. Invalid access key, and we are calling the bucket operation. The AWS access key ID is provided does not match in the our recordings. We'll check. It is asking the permissions are invalid. We gave secret key and access key, right? It is saying the permissions denial, the secret key and access key. See the invalid access key ID to calling the bucket. We'll give another access keys here. I am going to create another one. Security credentials, and we have already access keys is there. I am going to deactivate this one. Deactivated, and I am deleting this one. I am creating one new secret key access key. Create secret key CLI, understand, next, again next. So now access key and secret key is created, right? Now I am going to give this access key and secret key. This is the access key. I am going to copy and again AWS configure. Directly give here. It is going to change old to new. Same AP Southeast 1, same JSON I am giving. Now create bucket again. Create operation, the search the location. We'll change the location here. First we gave the AP South one, right? Now I am going to give US East 1. And I am changing bucket name to 2 here. Now APS, yeah. Now my bucket is created, right? First the error is invalid access key, because of it is old key. That old key is deleted, I think. So the AWS access key ID provided does not matches in our recordings. So I gave new one now. Then after creating, when we are calling the bucket, the unsatisfied location constant is uncomfortable for the region specific and point. So I gave the US East 1. Now bucket is also created here. Now we are giving bucket versioning here. In the same region, same bucket, we are giving bucket region enabling here. Sorry, bucket versioning enabling here. So we will go and give our bucket name. Check here, our bucket name is this one. I am going to give the bucket name here. Venkat 142, the bucket name. Just give enter. The bucket version is enabled here. Next, exporting corp state here to our bucket. Exporting corps to our bucket. Next, we are creating the corps cluster in T2 medium and node count 2 and T2 micro. One state is we are giving here T2 medium and see here, creating the cluster by this name in US East 1A. So corps create cluster name Samrahams. I am going to create that name here. So wait, we'll check. It is getting error of the image name, but our cluster is created. It is showing the warning. The invalid image, this one, and server, so specified image invalid, could not find the image for this one, so it will take the default image and created the cluster here. Next, updating corps here. Next, we are updating corps what we created here. Corps update cluster name be given here. Right. Admin as argument, often cluster. It is asking some. Wait, the corps get list is came, right? The corps new version need to come. So the corps cluster environment variable location storage. If to change location here, admin duration and export command corps update cluster flags. Give me a second. Corps get cluster. So this is our cluster space -s. So we'll create one more cluster here. It is asking if version it will change. See here, the arguments, the version it will change, the corps will remove here. I am going to create one more cluster by using different name here. Now I have two clusters here. I am going to change new cluster. Same error, it is giving name of the cluster. Outrights, something variable mixing here. Give me a second. We'll check with ChatGPT. Small argument is missing there. Let me check. What here changed here? Before command, this command is same, right? What is the difference? We'll check. Now I gave this command. Before command is this one. Corps update cluster hyphen name rounds. Okay, fine. Same command we use it, but some gaps, somewhat gaps is there. That's why it is like it is not created. Now it is creating. See. Now corps version is available here, right? If we'll check corps get cluster, we have two clusters now. One is before we created that one, next one is Venkat 123 latest cluster we created that one. So updated is completed. We checked the corps cluster also. Now I am going to edit the cluster which we created. Cluster I am going to edit the cluster. Which cluster? Venkat 123 cluster I am going to edit. It is edited, right? If you want to change cluster here, I am going to change the cluster to 1 2 3 4. And if you have another bucket, if you want to change the bucket name also to different bucket here. And we are in master East 1. I am giving that only instance group all, and memory it is taking, memory request is 100 MB. I am keeping like that only. Then rest of the things is same. Kubernetes APIs access 0.0.0.0 means any IP address it will work here, and Kubernetes version is 1.25.16. Yesterday we created some different 1.32, that is the latest version. It has some drawbacks, that's why it is not created yesterday. And 172.20.0.0/16 network CIDR, and CIDR 164 and SH access default, and CIDR public. See, type is public and master is also public. Now I am going to edit the same cluster with node here. Yes, just one here. See, instance group, and sorry, we are opening the different cluster, right? I will open that only, otherwise it will confuse. So here see, Venkat 123 cluster and image this one, and instance metadata and size 2 and minimum size 2. And cops edit hyphen name master 123. The same thing, the two are same thing. It is going to edit here. One is in T2 micro, it is created. One is in T2 medium, it is created. Right? Now coming to our daily topic, understand cluster setup, sorry, corpse setup.
No,
So
Venkat.
these all are manual, right?
Yeah,
How we will be doing it for automation?
see, automation is nothing but what we did here. Just give in this comments. Whole commands will give in the file that will execute here. We'll do in manual automation now. rm-rf star. I am removing each and everything here. Now corpse delete cluster, which will give the corpse get cluster. We'll delete the two clusters now. 1 2 3 I am giving here. I am going to delete cluster here. It will take couple of minutes to delete. Yeah, again check. Only we have one cluster. I am going to delete that cluster also. So now we don't have any cluster. I deleted all clusters, but here buckets will not delete, which we created the buckets. Here buckets will not delete through there. Buckets will not delete automatically. Here we need to delete manually. See, our bucket 142 bucket is created. Sorry, 142 bucket is created, right? I am going to empty first, then after we'll delete that bucket. First empty the bucket. Now go back and delete the bucket also. Now my bucket is deleted and my cluster also deleted here. Now we'll go do again vim corps.sh. What I am giving now, from first I am copying each and everything the commands here. Each and every command I am giving in the file, but this one we need to do the manual. Okay, we didn't write the self scripting here for this one. We need to do this one manual. And bucket I am changing the bucket name here again. Same 7:30 AM Venkat 543. Now enabling the bucket here. $7:30 AM Venkat 543. After enabled, we are exporting the kops path to this one. Right, next after we are creating the cluster here with the name of Venkat. Cluster name is different, bucket name is different. Please remember that cluster name is different here and bucket name is different here, and we'll give this name here. Sorry, we'll give this the command here. Before command, some five, 4, 3. So finally we'll give the this command also to check. I am saving this one sh kops. Already AWS is configured. Now enter. First we need to update, then after we'll give this AWS configure, then after we are giving this automation here. One bucket is created. Now it is going to create step by step process. See, Venkat 543 cluster is created here. Now check manually kops get cluster. Wait, AWS could not retrieve location for the AWS 730 Venkat 142. We didn't change anything here. 543 and 543 and 543, it is fine. Then why it is taking before? Wait, I am going to check bucket here. 543 bucket is created and Venkat 543 cluster also created here. Then get cluster. Again run this one.
kubectl, right? kubectl get cluster, right?
Kops
Or
just
cop.
kops only. kubectl commands will not work here. Wait, here, check here. Kops get cluster. Okay, kubectl also installed, right?
Yeah.
Kubectl first command is kubectl only we installed. It is getting the cluster here, see, right? Get kops.sh where we install kubectl here, right? but we need to check in the corps in sorry, we need to check the cluster in corps get cluster only. The namespace API error, so we didn't create the namespace, right? So it is not coming, but our cluster is working here. Now up to here, understand now? Yeah, up to here, understand now? They edited here, and so we need to delete the bucket manually. I'm going okay, let it be. So we did it in direct commands and automation, then after manual also, then to create the cluster. Mainly cluster setup is very difficult in Kubernetes. If we do the cluster setup, then after cluster is came, inside the cluster we are going to create namespace, pods, containers and application here. See here, we'll go with namespace now. It will update the cluster one. Export the cluster. Once we'll update the cluster again, it is asking some name requirement. The error configuration code, wait, corps get cluster. I am giving 543 here. Now it manual also it is showing, right? Corps get cluster, it is updated. In the cloud in the cloud AWS we created the bucket for that. Now see here namespace, it is used to divide the cluster to multiple teams on real time. Namespace is a concept. It is going to divide the multiple teams on the real time here. It is easy to isolate the environment. Suppose we three are one team and another three are one team. We are going to divide the cluster to one team and again we are giving the cluster to another team like that. See here cluster is house. Inside the cluster only we are creating the namespace, right? That is, let us assume like a room. Cluster is house here and namespace is room. In this room we are putting one bed and one mirror or something like that. Like bed is a pod here and mirror is in, suppose bed sheet is in container here, pillows are applications here. Let us do like that: cluster, namespace, pod, container and application. We are going to do the creating the application here. We are running the application here by using pod. We already did before classes, right? Earlier classes, right? So each
So
namespace,
if there is a two server, then let's suppose
yeah,
you are saying cluster is a group of nodes, right?
right.
So in case like two nodes are there, then where the namespace will come?
Which one? Two node servers, right?
Nodes. Yeah.
Yeah. See, if we'll create, suppose namespace is one room. If you want to create two beds also fine. Mainly in real time, one namespace we are going to use one pod. Inside the pod only one container and only one application. Mainly in real time. If you want
That
to
is
do,
one you are telling.
yeah, if
Yeah,
you want to
multiple in case.
multiple also will create, but real time we are going to create only one. Mainly one only. In cluster we are group
Okay.
of, in cluster group of rooms are there.
Nodes.
Okay. But good practice has
Cluster is basically group of nodes, right?
a group of nodes.
Yeah, so that's what I asked.
If you
If
want to
group of
create,
nodes are there.
yeah, if you want to
Hmm.
create more, it is able to create. Otherwise, we are only one we are creating. See here, if you are in one room, I mean, how it is isolating, right? If you are in one room, you are able to see second room. Means we are connecting the namespace, one namespace to another namespace also here. Understand?
Yeah, so
In cluster,
like
two
two
rooms are
nodes
there.
will be surrounded.
Now,
Uh,
in cluster, two nodes are there. In these two nodes,
so
we are
every
connecting
node
to
has
the
their own,
which
no, every node will be having their own namespace, or two nodes
two
will be
nodes in
having a
the
single namespace.
single namespace,
So
right?
two nodes will be having one namespace.
See,
That's what you are saying, right?
simply I will give clarity now. In cluster,
And there
two
can be a
namespace.
multiple pods, right?
In cluster, two namespace are there. Okay. In cluster, we have two namespaces. In the two namespaces, each namespace we have two pods here. I mean, two pods mean two nodes here. Okay. In the two pods, each and every pod we have containers, and each and every container we have application. Now totally two namespace, four pods, four containers, four applications here running, right? Hello, Priyanka.
Got it, Venkat.
So here types of node namespaces are default namespace, cube node lease namespace, cube public namespace, cube system namespace here, right? Four types are there. One is default namespace.
No, I got disconnected in between.
Okay. See, In the cluster, suppose let us assume two namespaces are there, right? In the two namespaces, each namespace have two pods are there, and each pod two containers are there, and each container one application is there. Okay, in cluster two namespaces are there. In two namespaces, two pods are there. I mean, each namespace two pods are there. Totally now two namespace, four pods, four containers, four applications are running there. Now it is isolating, right? Each namespace isolated, right? Each namespace is divided here, then divided it is going to maintain the pods here, container here, application here. Like that it is going to isolate the environment. Totally four types are there. One is default, one is cube node ls, sorry, cube node list, and cube public, cube system. And we'll go this tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll complete almost up to only one topic is there for tomorrow, namespace and cube color. Hello.
Yeah,
Only two topics are there for tomorrow. One is node port and one is namespace, and cube color is very small thing. It is not, it is we are not using in real time this one. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow for this namespace.
okay.
Only namespace is balanced, cube color is small topic. In the namespace we'll create each and everything here. If we'll start now, we'll end middle of the class, I mean middle of the topic.
Okay, tomorrow we can continue
Okay.
that topic with the problems.
She left and Priyanka,
Mute. Okay.
and she is
Priyanka got mute.
maybe she went to doctor. She daughter అయితే తను వాళ్ళ పాప దగ్గరికి
Okay,
వెళ్ళి
okay.
ఉంటారు.
Okay,
ఓకే, నేను మెసేజ్ పెడతాలే, రేపు పొద్దున్న కంటిన్యూ
okay.
అవుదాం.
ఏ టైం కనెక్ట్ అయిదాం జర్నీ చేస్తున్నట్టున్నారా?
రేపు ఫ్రైడే కదా,
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే.
రేపు నార్మల్గానే కరెక్ట్ అవుతాం. నేను రేపు నైట్
I am here only.
హాయ్ హాయ్. సో టుమారో నార్మల్
I'm here
క్లాస్
only.
ఇస్
I was listening. No. Mhm.
I am telling we'll continue tomorrow. If we'll start this
No,
names
I'm not getting confidence
in, I didn't understand. Hello.
So I'm not getting properly this Kubernetes. Can you hear me? Some internet
Yeah.
issues there.
Yeah. Okay, then we'll
I'm not like
see.
getting 100%
Okay, first we'll complete this one. Then after again I will teach Kubernetes. What happened?
Mm.
Okay. I am available 24/7 for you, not a problem. I will explain Kubernetes again from scratch. Okay, it will take 2 or 3 days more.
Okay, Venkat, that is better.
Priyanka, fine for you? It will take 2 or 3 days more, right? Already the class is almost 60 to 50 60 to 70 days working days only we happened. It will take more 5 days or 4 days. Again I will explain Kubernetes. I know it is bit confused for where we are creating, why we are set up in the cluster, and pods we create manually. Up to manually it is fine, right? Up to manually I think understand. When we came to corps setup, it is not understand, right? Priyanka, are you there? I think internet issue.
డ్రాప్డ్ వెంకట్
Okay.
నాట్ దేర్.
అంటే
ఇది
మనం
ఒకసారి మొత్తం రివిజన్ చేయండి వెంకట్.
ఆ, అంటే మనం ఎట్లాగంటే మనం ఫస్ట్ మినీ క్యూబ్, క్యూబేడియం, కాప్స్, క్లస్టర్ ఇవన్నీ మాన్యువల్గా క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఈజీగానే ఉంది.
ఓ అవునవును.
మనం అన్నీ కలిపి ఒక్క దాంట్లో
కొంచెం
సెటప్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు కొంచెం కష్టమైంది.
మీరు చెప్పినప్పుడు అర్థమవుతుంది. మీ సిస్టమ్ ముందుకు పోయేవారికి ఏం జరుగుతుందో ఏం అర్థం కావట్లేదు నాకైతే.
అదే అన్న
Kubernetes.
అదే అన్న కాప్స్ క్యూబర్నెటిస్ అనేది మనం చాలా పెద్ద టాపిక్. మనం చెప్పాలంటే కనీసం ఒక 1 month కూడా సరిపోదు క్యూబర్నెటిస్కి సరిగ్గా చెప్పాలంటే.
అవునా?
అంటే
ఓకే ఓకే.
మనం బేసిక్లో వెళ్తున్నాం, కొంచెం బేసిక్లోనే మీకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు, ఇంకా చాలా డెప్త్ ఉంటుంది దీంట్లో. మనం గిట్ హబ్ చెప్పాం కదా, గిట్ హబ్ ఐడియా ఉంది కదా, గిట్ హబ్ నుంచి
అవును.
కోడ్ డైరెక్ట్గా క్యూబర్నెటిస్లో పుష్ చేయొచ్చు బై యూజింగ్ ఆర్గో
ఓకే.
సిడి.
By using.
ఆర్గో సిడి. మీరు ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్తున్నారా?
వెళ్ళాలి వెంకట్.
ఒక్కసారి మీరు ఏం చేస్తారంటే మీ టీంలో కానీ మీ పక్క టీంలో కానీ డెవాప్స్ ఇంజనీర్స్ ఉంటారు కదా,
ఓకే
వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి క్యూబర్నెటిస్లో నేను ఒక 4 క్వశ్చన్లు మీకు పంపుతాను, డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ స్ట్రాటజీ ఏంటని అడగండి.
ఓకే పంపండి వాట్సాప్లో.
ఓకే, ఒకటి డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ స్ట్రాటజీ. మనం ఇంకా ఫ్యూచర్ వెళ్ళాలి. డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ స్ట్రాటజీ అంటే ఏంటి, డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ ఎట్లా చేస్తాం క్యూబర్నెటిస్లో, అవన్నీ చెప్పాలి. డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ స్ట్రాటజీ రోలింగ్ స్ట్రాటజీ వాడుతున్నారా లేకపోతే బ్లూ గ్రీన్ డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ వాడుతున్నారా అని అడగండి ఒకసారి.
ఓకే, వాళ్ళు డెవాప్స్ ఇంజనీర్ మా దాంట్లో ఎవరో మాకు తెలుసుకోవాలి ఒకసారి ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్.
నెక్స్ట్
వాళ్ళు ఎక్కువ మాకు టచ్ ఉండదు, హైదరాబాద్ లొకేషన్ వాళ్ళకైతే మాకు.
మీకైతే ఇప్పుడు దాకా చెప్పిన టూల్స్ అన్ని ఉన్న ఐడియా ఉంది కదా, ఓన్లీ టూల్స్.
ఐడియా ఉంది.
ఆ టూల్స్లో ఏ టూల్స్ మీరు వాళ్ళని అడగండి, ఏ టూల్స్ వాడుతున్నారో జస్ట్ అడగండి వాళ్ళని.
ఓకే వెంకట్ తెలుసుకుంటాం.
జస్ట్ మీరు వాళ్ళు ఏ టూల్స్ వాడుతున్నారు అడిగితే, మీరు క్లాస్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యేటప్పటికి వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి అప్పుడప్పుడు కూర్చున్నారు అనుకో, మీరు వాళ్ళు ఏం వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారో ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది, రియల్ టైం వర్క్.
ఓకే వెంకట్.
ఎందుకంటే పెద్ద ఇష్యూ ఉండదు కాబట్టి మనము వాళ్ళని క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ ఏం అడగట్లా, జస్ట్ వాళ్ళ వర్క్ని తెలుసుకుంటున్నాం అంతే.
అక్కడ నుండి చూడడమే అంతే.
వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తున్నారో తెలుసుకున్నామనుక మనం వాళ్ళు ఏం చేసేదంతా మనం అక్కడ చేసేయచ్చు.
Venkat, hello.
హాయ్.
Can you hear me?
యా.
What I'm saying, can you upload today's video?
యా, ఐ విల్ అప్లోడ్ నౌ.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.